Yes, it's Christmas time once again. It's a wonderful season all about the timeless virtues of caring, togetherness, and generosity towards others. Around here, we like to call expressing those virtues sharing the joy. And there are many ways to do just that. They can go as far as reaching out to those less fortunate, such as donating the essentials, like food, good clothes, and yes, even toys. But no matter what, just ensuring that folks have the best holiday possible, be they people you've only just met or your family and closest friends, is all it really takes to share the joy. Our friends from the television animation department have been a part of many stories on this subject over the years, so we've gathered a selection of those stories and put them together in one big collection we'd like to share with all of you now. It's right here.
Psst! Hey, Tinkerbell, the stories! And hurry!
Thank you, Tink. Now let's begin with this story of Phineas and Ferb putting together their own homemade Christmas special for their friends and family. You probably know that everything Christmas stands for is something you can take everywhere and anywhere in the world. In fact, the spirit of the holiday goes even beyond the world, as it transcends to a multitude of magical dimensions. So allow me to direct you to our next story. It's about the multi-dimensional friends of Princess Star Butterfly, coming together to give her a special holiday celebration. When you share the joy, you do a great service for your community. Of course, donating essential goods to the poor can go a long way, and these acts of service really stand out during the Christmas season. But even the simplest of gestures can do a lot to ensure the safety and well-being of everyone. In the town of Portwood, it snows one day of the year, and that's when all the frogs freeze into place to hibernate for 24 hours. But when it's over, someone always goes missing and never returns. But things were different one year with the arrival of human teen Anne Boonjoy. As someone unable to freeze, she was able to watch over everyone and keep them from disappearing. This is a service that doesn't seem like much, but it was really all that was needed to make sure everyone would be able to share the joy for many seasons to come. The giving spirit of Christmas can often serve as a foundation for meaningful relationships. Let's say, for instance, you meet someone special and want to get closer. Putting a lot of effort into a thoughtful gift, or even an impressive talent, is a good approach. Whoa! But sometimes, it's easy to get so caught up in your efforts that you lose sight of reason and run into trouble. One of the newest members of the television animation family, Luce, once found this out during a visit to a snowy place, where she hoped to learn a new magic spell, which could help her get closer to one special friend. But through taking in the simple beauty of falling snow, she learned that when it comes to sharing the joy, you really don't have to try so hard, for the magic behind it exists all around us. Every year around this time, we can expect a visit from old Santa Claus. but many folks out there find it hard to believe in such a figure. The funny thing is, through doing even the littlest things to share the joy and make Christmas special for those around you, that's expressing the generous spirit that defines Santa. And for that, he absolutely does exist, as long as people keep the faith. Here now is a story of Mikey Bloomberg, the big-hearted 4th grader of 3rd Street School, discovering this endearing philosophy. One thing to appreciate about the Christmas season is that everyone has their own unique way of celebrating. But certain traditions are especially meaningful when they're big enough to include lots of people. We take you now to Aspen, Colorado for a story of some of the most outrageous Christmas traditions that managed to bring two very different families together. You'd really be surprised as to where exactly you can find some Christmas spirit. So for our next story, watch it unfold in a place most unexpected. Now where do you suppose? Oh, there it is! So sit back and enjoy this exciting thriller of Darkwing Duck saving the city of St. Canard from mutant Christmas trees. That also turns out to be a strong contender for a good story on sharing the joy. People often say that it's better to give than to receive, and that's definitely true at Christmas. Yes, good, generous deeds express plenty of spirit and share plenty of joy. Let's watch these virtues come into play in this story, featuring the humorous antics of the Lion King's Timon and Pumbaa. Among the more relatable ways folks share the joy is through the universal tradition of finding the perfect gift, especially to someone you're really close to. Well, perfect timing. Our next story features this tradition at play, all while showing what it's like to spend Christmas with Kim Possible, her family, her loyal sidekick, and even her enemies. Now we move on to Winnie the Pooh's Christmas story. It centers on the simple yet universal message that there's a lot more to the holiday than getting presents. Truth be told, as long as you have good friends to share the joy with, it's always going to be a wonderful time of year. And there are certainly no friends quite like this 100-acre menagerie. There's a well-known Christmas story about a man visited by 3 ghosts who teach him the importance of upholding what the holiday stands for through the past, present, and future. This includes being there to share the joy with loved ones, like family. You can only imagine how much the story and its message have endured for ages. For our next story, let's head over to Duckburg for an interesting take on the idea of Christmas past, present, and future. Coming together to show just how good it feels to celebrate with others and not just yourself. And now I would like to present a story that demonstrates sharing the joy most greatly. It's all about the ideal setup of friends getting together to celebrate Christmas, introducing traditions to folks who had never experienced them before, and when things get tough, doing whatever it takes to ensure that everyone is in good health for the holiday. And at the center of it all is a very Merry Christmas with Mickey Mouse and all his pals.